May Gavannen, everyone, and welcome to some more Misty Mountain playthrough with me, Melvin Urgalan, doing the tactical decisions and strategic mistakes. So we took Selleberg at the end of the last episode, and I'm quite happy that we actually besieged the city and sallied against it because it turned out to be a winning strategy. And now we are just left with a few more Anduin villages to take, after which it won't be long before they have entirely fallen. Mission failed. Annex their settlement. Oh, I don't care, I don't want to attack them. Relations improved with remnants of Angmar. That's good. That's very good. Recruitment. So many recruits. Nice, nice, nice. We have a repair. Okay. So, funnily enough, Balin as well, who besieged us the last turn, decided that he can't fight us. He decided he wants to go rebel. And I think that's admirable. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but yeah, okay. Not very good dwarves who got to join him apparently, because they felt like they could just surrender and leave him. Not a good defensive force now, is that? Is that? No, it's not. So let's just send a bit of reinforcements there. Get more of them. Actually, I should probably be prioritizing the taskmasters. They're quite good. Quite good indeed. Maybe I should just build a few more of them. There are not many of them in a unit, so they will probably not fight as good as the other Misty Mountain forces, but they are still quite a bit of aid with their armor piercing and other things. So let's get the road, and then let's go for the grain exchange, and then go for camp card. I think that's going to be fine. Also, this is quite nice with a reduced building cost. I think that's a really good bonus to have. Means you can build a lot more things. How is actually not that built? There we go. 33% actually means we can start recruiting things, isn't it? Doesn't it? Let's still go for the Shrine of Melkor. Somehow that gives a population growth bonus, which I think is kind of fascinating because it's Melkor. Why would he actually boost them? Well, on the other hand, I guess it would make sense for him to boost his own followers so that they do as good as possible. I guess that's something. Anyways, Morgoth, of course, he's called. I am very sad every day that I see Melkor instead of Morgoth there, but let's not dwell on that. Okay, so I don't actually know if there's much we can do other than prepare to assault the elves here and prepare to launch an assault down here to the last village. I think it's Roskabel, which is here somewhere. I think that's the last one, not sure. And it's going to be tough because we're going to have to leave adequate forces here to protect against these. It is quite possible that we should either gather another army or just use this one to sweep around there. We shall see what happens when we end the turn. Also, we are soon to attack Khazad Dûm. They are besieging Dane's Halls, which is expected, and I'm not too worried about it because we beat them back the last time. And I lost 300 gold as well, that's overcomable. But we are going to get quite a few Uruk defenders if they attack us, which they are probably going to do because the AI will think that we... Oh, nice. Send a mystery to Shadow of Mirkwood. Do I have a diplomat somewhere? This is the easiest way to find them. Yeah, I do actually. So let's go there to Brown Boat and have a look at them. Waterclear, recruitment report, construction report. Okay, we have built a few things and we are making money. Not as much. We are besieged as well. And that's never fun. So hopefully that army is going to stand again. They have Dale cavalry. Those look hardy, but I have faith in the orcs, which may be a stupid thing. Actually go to Rakkeberg, because after that's fallen we can send the Rakkebergian forces to Dane's Hall. Dane's Hall is going to be the much more prized possession anyways, and they'll probably ignore Rakkeberg because it's not worth taking, basically. That's at the very least my contention. We are also going to need to take back that city really, really soon because it is quite a good moneymaker. Settlement besieged indeed. Can we build anything anywhere there? We can. No, we can't. There maybe. Also, apparently, the what's this called? Hang on, let me just do this and I'll get back to you.
Get ready for fighting. No sleeping here. Get ready
There we
for
are.
fighting.
And then you will go besiege them.
Destroy them.
Now, presumably, now actually,
Get ready for fighting.
what should have happened there is the fact that there should be 2 spaces in between. But there isn't, is there?
No sleeping here.
Because I know they changed that, the fact that there's 2 spaces in between here, so that you can actually move. I don't know if it's in here actually, because I can't seem to actually move there other than that one space there. There is, oh, and look at those green borders. No, there's only 1 space. There can't be more. But the reason I'm thinking of that is simply because Balin appeared very weirdly on the wrong side from here, actually attacking us, which made no sense to me. So I was thinking that maybe the script had some bug, in which case it would have spawned him in the same position every time, and when the Khazad-dûm settlement moved a pace, maybe he would have ended up on the wrong side. So that makes no sense if the settlement has not been edited into 2 spaces yet. So I don't know what to think quite now. Elves as well there. Okay. But I don't know. I'm going to have to check that in a little bit newer build and see if there's actually anything wrong with the settlement. Oh, we are going to fight against Tili. That should be quite doable actually. So the game battle. But because I'm thinking that may be a bug and I should probably tell someone about it, and therefore I'd like to check it in a newer version first before I say anything, just in case it's already been fixed and this is not the most fresh version. But just so you know of that, in case you're interested. That's my thinking anyway. Of course I don't mod the game, I just test it, so I can't actually tell if that's a problem. Well, the problem there. Might have been a bug. So, what we're going to do is the same as we did last time. We're going to position our Snagger skirmishers right at the back. Don't skirmish away, and don't throw your javelins. Come on. There we go. Oh, come off it. I'll move you down. And you shan't throw your javelins immediately. Oh, no. That's how you do it. These units are going to be on defensive mode. And I'm going to have that unit. Oh, come off it. Just start the battle. It doesn't matter. Something like that, I think, would be good. Come on. There you go. Are you on the outside? No? Good. That's just the Dale cavalry, is it? No? No, it's the ram, no problem. So, these are going to be quite instrumental again, because I do think that they do quite a good amount of damage against dwarves, and I will want them involved, so position them there. The goblins, on the other hand, are going to be stationed here on the other side, because I don't think they'll do much in the cluster that will form at the front. And I will have the chances here, because they do give a morale bonus, so let's move you there. You're in position, and what's that? That's a goblin one move. Is that your position, really? You're supposed to be... Snaga skirmishers can't even take orders correctly. You're supposed to be there. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Everyone just move away. And the goblins should be thrilled. You don't have to fight. You just have to sit here and defend, basically, in case they manage to break through, which is unlikely. I don't know which one I haven't given in second order, but this doesn't really matter. Okay, so they are moving away. You can run away from there. Thank you very much. Everyone is getting into position, and I do think we are going to be quite fine. Yeah, we are. Good, so let's go up to time 6 and see what happens. They are sending in 1 unit again. Now, seems like that would be an AI mistake, because sending in just 1 unit at a time against a faction that is basically built to take advantage of low numbers from the enemy side is idiotic, in my honest opinion. And I think someone should have a look at that, potentially, or maybe it's just a battle map and they are like fooled out about it or something. I do not know what the problem is, but they are already wavering. They are dwarves and they are already wavering. Just think about that for a second. Throw 1 more volley into them, thank you. You don't have arrows. You have javelins. Then again, you are Snaga, so you will probably not know the difference. Stop firing. And they routed. Simple. We lost 1% and 1% of total, and they were of Uruk defenders. So, I mean, there's no real loss to my core army. Oh, there we are. They're back. And they are charging my Snagas now, and I don't like that, but we have routed them again. Oh, look at... Oh, and you threw all your javelins. Well, throw your last ones then, because there's no point in saving like 3. It's just sharpened sticks you're throwing. Come on. Oh, there they are. They're sending in the cavalry. Because, of course, they would. Yes, I forgot something. Version 2.0 changelog, yes. So that one should hopefully be coming out before summer actually sets in properly. That means before May ends, basically. And having listened to Galudirithon's last videos, I would say that he seems to be soon TM reaching the end of his campaigns and starting his Runic and Brielandian campaigns, which is when I should hope to time the changelog videos. So hopefully that will actually come out in the proper time. That's my hope anyways, and what I will strive to do. So you know somewhat of a timetable anyways, because I had someone ask. But it's not going to come out too soon, basically. It's going to come out, but not quite yet. No, you continue running. Because as I said sometime earlier, I was asked to hold back on it for a little while longer, just to make sure that he had time to start his campaigns properly. And also because there's quite a few changes going on at the moment, and I don't want to showcase a... Well, it is going to showcase a work in product in the works, work in process. But it will hopefully show a somewhat more complete version than there is currently. Somewhat less work in progress, if that makes any sort of sense. Look at that horde. They are taking the battering ram, which they should, because they need it. go for the dwarven miners, thank you very much. The general can hold there to make sure that those pesky... Oh, they are actually pushing us back inside, god damn it. Fight! Kill the dwarven warriors, basically. These are really good. Especially when you get that many of them, they're really, really powerful. And as you can see, the dwarves are having problems getting in through the massive horde of orcs there. We should probably send more out at once though, because otherwise they're going to just be stuck on those dwarven warriors and die to them. And there's apparently someone in the inside, on the inside as well. Ram, well, yeah. There we are. Yeah, we need to get everyone outside, but otherwise that's not going to work. Get outside, Uruk defenders! Fight off the dwarven miners trying to take back Dane's Hall. And let's go up to times 6 again, because this battle is basically... I won't say won, because you saw what happened in the last one, but it's going well. It's going well. And we seem to have... Oh, there comes the Erebor Mattock warriors. They are going to be a problem. Or they could be a problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. Oh, and apparently they lost their general. That's good. That's good news. And continue so we don't have to fight them too much more. Or too many more dwarves. Basically kill as many as possible so we don't have to fight them again. And they're dead. Good. I can't click exit battle for some reason. Oh, because it was already won. Agorolok, the Wrathful. Well done. Only basically lost... Well, you lost a few snugger skirmishes, but that was their own fault and they were all healed back anyways. So, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's a beautiful depiction of the first, I think, Minas Tirith, and that might be, I'm not going to say because I'm going to forget, but the, no, it can't be, it could, I don't know actually what it is, it could be, I think it's Minas Tirith, the first one, not the second one. Minas Anor, I believe it was called first, and that's not the one I'm thinking of the Watchtower, the first one. I'm not entirely certain if that's it though. Don't take me word for it. Yes. Speaking of other things, whilst I'm talking of summer, or I at least mentioned it, I might as well say that I am not going to be at home during the entire summertime. I am going to be out in the archipelago of southwestern Finland, and even in the Åland archipelagos at one point, which means that I'm not necessarily going to have access to this computer on which I do the recording, and I'm not entirely certain that's a good idea to try and move saves. I can do it, I know where they're saved and so on, but I'm not entirely certain that it will work properly. So I'm going to have to see what I do about that, but my contention or my hope is that I'll be able to do a few recordings during the summer anyways, and then mostly during the time when I'm actually in Turku, where I live, and have the computer, and yeah, that's going to be easy, I hope. Yeah, good. Go on. And hopefully I'm going to have time, I think that's right, to record pre-record a few videos, or quite a few actually, so that there may be a few weeks where the 3 videos a week may go down to maybe 2, or something else. There may be a week or 2 without any videos, so I just want you to be prepared for that, because when summer comes I'm not going to be at home the entire time. I'm going to be living in different places around the archipelago. And I just want you to know that, so you're not going to expect a video every single week on point, as they are coming somewhat now. And just so you know, because this is a hobby and I'm not going to prioritize this over work or similar things, school, which I'm going to have to do. So yeah, basically you're going to have to wait maybe some time. Basically what I'm going to do is we're going to rush them. And rushing them may be a stupid idea, it may be a good idea, I don't know. You're going to join in, so we have you chanting. You might as well go and throw your javelins. And you might as well also go and get involved. Elves are best won with numbers, so there's no need to try and do anything more finesseful than sending a few units on the side there. Girthanin is going to be the most difficult unit to take down, I think. But I do love the look of the Elven, of the Lothlorien elves, because they look so cool in their grey attire. Just love how they look, and I do want to play as them. Now also that the invasion target on Lothlorien or Karascalathon has been removed, it makes them quite a bit more intriguing to play as well, because you don't have to worry about being assaulted in an invasion sense immediately, and I think that's a good thing.
If we continue like this, we will
Oh, I can fire actually, so let's fire. Just stop firing. But yeah, during the summer you may not get very punctual videos. They may be a bit... There may basically just be a few weeks where there aren't any videos, and there may be weeks where there are fewer than 3 videos. Especially if I haven't had time to start the Isengard campaign, because basically there's still a few too many changes. But hopefully, or rather, if I haven't started Isengard, then there will probably just be 1 Misty Mountain video a week from time to time, or otherwise just one of potentially the Misty Mountain ones are going to take a hiatus for a week or so, just so you are aware. And yeah, that's just something that's going to happen. I may just also go outside the country for a few days, a few weeks at some point, so it's likely that there will be a few days or weeks when there's nothing. Just so you know. I do hope you enjoyed anyways, and even though the summer may be a bit lackluster in videos, I endeavour to come back to it again in the autumn then, and keep going back to it. And also try to get the version 2.0 update videos out if I can, when I feel that there's been adequate change to the game and added things so that it warrants a new video to showcase something new. But that's basically what's going to happen during the summer, so you are aware. And yeah, not much else to say really. I'll probably have access to the comment sections, but I will be pre-recording them, so you can't really expect to see any comments that you mentioned in a previous video to appear immediately in the following ones, because I will have pre-recorded videos. I'll explain more about that when I get closer and have a little bit more of an idea what's actually going to happen. But so you're aware, that's probably going to happen. And we're closing in on 30 minutes now, I think, so I'm going to do a few more turns, potentially 1 more battle if there's one quite quickly after this one. Otherwise, I'm going to put an end to the episode. I have a winged Nazgul sitting on my table over there to the right. I'm looking there. I know you can't see, and I'm still looking there, which I really want to get back to painting, because I've just finished its wings and they look awesome. And now I want to go back and finish painting the Witch King who's riding on it, and the grey parts of its body. So, quite looking forward to that. I should probably eat breakfast as well, but that's beside the point. Okay, so let's merge you up. You will probably hold, not. Mithelberg will not hold, because I've moved so many forces away. You go down there. You will do more. You'll be of more use actually in the front. Send the battle in the turn rather. Oh yeah, right. I need to talk to Donguldur as well. I need to do that indeed. All the things I need to do. So many things. Wait, don't I already have a trade agreement with Donguldur? Seems weird if I don't. Well, I'll get one now. Here we are. Rebels. Oh, look at that. Yes, please. The ring is in Minas Tirith. How fascinating. They probably found it in one of the archives. Yes, that seems... Brown boat! Yes! Brown boat. Yeah. Oh, more units. But yeah, they probably found it in one of the... come on, what's it called? Archives. Because there's quite a lot of dust in there and anything can get lost there without anyone actually knowing. Now, here's a question. If I have a full army, they probably won't be giving me Uruk Defender, so I should probably siphon off the poorer units. I don't need 2 generals either, so you can move down there. Now I have 2 generals down there, so I might as well move one down to Selleberg in preparation for the elves who are apparently decided that it's a good idea to attack me. You can go in there. That should be an adequate space. I'm actually quite tempted to take this general as well and get him down there somewhere. Go to Mithelberg. That's a better fort to position you in, actually. And you can't move. Okay, never mind. Fenberg. Zagakala. Still under siege. I mean, it's likely they're going to assault us one turn or another. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these ones because I'm not... If they were to decide to use that whole army to attack me, I wouldn't stand a chance anyways. So I might as well take as many forces as possible and go over here to the Anduin side. To the Anduin side? Oh, there are 2 regions left. Okay, fair enough. The elves seems to be coming, but only 3 units is too few. They are strong, but they need more than 3 units. Especially if I have generals. So I'm going to leave you, you rather, and how's that? That's very, very weak. In that case, I'm going to leave the heavy goblin infantry as well. Still quite weak, isn't it? Can you recruit anything? Not at the moment. It's unlikely I'm going to get forces to you. Actually, I can get you maybe these 4 units. You may be able to get there in time. Maybe. Whilst these ones are going to move downwards into the Whale of Anduin. And we did not have enough movement points. Unfortunate. And this one again. Again, I forgot my book apparently, so I can't name the episode. Oh, look at that cheeky buggers. I completely forgot that the Anduin can swoop around my army and actually attack Selleberg. So that's my mistake. That is my mistake. Oh well. It happens. You can't think of everything. It's fine, I think. It's probably fine. Yes, it's a trap indeed. So we have a construction report. Nice. Still making money. Trade agreement. Actually, can we get an alliance? No. Fair enough. Can you get that? Yeah. Good. And we also got what we'll get. 2 units of Goblin Band as your capital. Thank you.
once.
I don't know what I'm going to do with Goblin Bands. And which one is going to be capital, by the way? It's Goblin Town, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Get ready for fighting.
What do they have?
Go.
Not much. That's a big army, though.
Orcs! Listen! Head your feet up! Regroup, you louts! Orcs!
Basically, pump out orcs from the mountains, send them down into the Vale, and keep reinforcing that way, and that's how you beat the Anduins. Or the Anduin.
Get ready for
Apparently.
fighting.
Let's try and take Roscobel, because I'm going to like that. Now,
I will only address you.
we have archers, very few archers. Woodman Warriors, it's unlikely they're going to win the siege.
Listen up.
But I should probably force them off anyways. Should I fight? Yeah, let's fight it and then end the episode after that. Because I'm afraid that even though we outnumber them quite a bit, if you saw the gauge, it was still quite... It was not as much in favor of us as I would have liked. So I think it's better to fight them just to make sure we are victorious. And I'm basically just going to start the battle. And I would like to go up the hilltop here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run you here. Run you behind. And you run in front. You run there. You run there. You run to that one there. And you, who are very far behind, run there. And let's see what happens. Our reinforcements are coming from in there, which I find a bit hilarious, but I want to be up on the hill when fighting them and not be having to fight uphill. Because the advantages of fighting on the same level as them is quite a bit better. Actually come in from this side. Geography, what is that? Is that important? Well, they might as well hit them in the back then. But yes, the hill advantage is quite important. Because it will, maybe, determine the fate or outcome of the battle. So here's what I'm going to do. Did they have archers? Or do they have archers, rather? I don't think they do. So let's go down to 1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run you or walk you here. Actually, not you. Stop. You two are going to come here because you are expendable. And I want the mountain hunters as well because you're good fighters. And you can come. And you, because we need some fodder. The Goblin Man is actually a better fodder unit, so maybe we send them instead. There we go. We might as well send these to attack them. It doesn't matter. And here they come. Okay, so we are moving in position and we're going to start firing at them quite soon, I hope. Hopefully they are in range. Where are they? Are they walking? Run! Actually, you should probably not be moving there because then you're just going to draw aggro to yourself. Okay, there we are. Now, are you in range? You are not. Let's lock you then. And let's move you a little bit further up. That should do it. And it does indeed. We have a little bit of hail cropping here again, which we will have to shoot across, or over rather, but it's as good as we're going to get. And then we're going to use our general from there to assault the whalesman in the back. Just run there, basically. It doesn't matter. You're going to get there sooner or later. And in the same time, going to try and get their huge shields to fall and fail them. And it seems like we're doing quite a good job actually, because we have already killed 10% with only archer fire. Why are you doing that? No! The orange shield bears have actually decided to just stand out of range. That's a smart move. Okay, so our bodyguard can deal with the woodman warriors. Our archers will go and try and shoot at the captain. You can actually fire at them as well. In which case I will stop you.
We will smash the enemy.
And you might as well go and join them there, because we're going to need a bit of support, I think. The Welshmen are routing, somewhat. Oh, we need... What? They're broken! How are they charging into the goblin archers? That makes no sense. And apparently they have found my Uruk bodyguard. But they are being fired upon, which is good. In the forests they stand vigilant. Go and shoot at them. You are needed here immediately, because we need to aid our general, because those shield bearers are not good, or they're good rather, and I do not want them to be overcome by them.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Okay, run, so you can start firing at them, stop and just shoot that. Actually, you need to run still. There you go. And start firing at them. Because apparently the Orc bodyguard is going to lose currently. There you go, fire. Oh, wait. Those Whalesmen, I would prefer them not to get involved too much. You should probably stop firing. And we should continue. Just a little bit longer, so we kill as many as possible of those shield bearers. Shield bears? What? Try and capture them if you can. It's unlikely though. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything. I don't think we know if we killed their general, which is unfortunate. But we lost only 59 units, that's brilliant. And it's from Goblin Infantry and Goblin Band. That's fine. That's fine. That is presumably Glorfindel fighting against Gothmog, I believe, was the lieutenant of Morgoth. I think it was Gothmog that the chief Balrog was called. I think that's it. And I think it was Glorfindel who fought against him and won. So I think that was a depiction of that. I'm not sure. Okay, so we have fought back, I think. No, we did that on our turn. Right. So we're basically at an end turn, and let's just recruit a few more goblins. And then we're going to end the episode there, I think, because I do not have time, or rather I'm coming up to the nice 40-minute mark, and I would like to end it there because I like that amount of time put into a video. Also, I want to get back to painting my Nazgul. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode, and it has been quite a few interesting battles. At least I think so. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please come back for more. And I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.